Konami Studios. Adventureman, issue 2. I'm so glad this book returned so fast because I really liked the first book. And picking up issue 2, I was really excited. I thought it was a really great read. So it kind of picks up where we left off. Our woman Claire, who saw these bugs kind of infiltrate her house and not sure what that means or where that's supposed to go in her life. She shows her son the book that she found of the new Adventuremans, and it's kind of like a story they never read before, and as such big fans of this mythos of the Adventureman stories, they were flabbergasted, for lack of a better term there, just to see that there's a book they haven't read with these characters in it. And her son is the one that points out, Mom, there is something different about this book. They literally revealed the location of the headquarters. Usually in all the other books, you see it's just like, oh, that's kind of in this one area. It's not really named an address, and they got an address in here. So she is like, well, that's cool. Maybe we'll go look at there one day. But I love this angle too. The kid is the one who's not as excited about looking for it because he'd rather stay in school. I think that's a really fun and just dynamic shift that you'd think the kid would be the eager one who's like, I'll skip school and I'll go do this. But the mom's the one that's like, I want to go do this. I'm going to take the day off work and go look at that stuff. The kid wants to stay in school. He realizes he shouldn't leave. And it gives me one of my favorite dynamics in the book is when that she is texting her son while he's in class and he's trying to like, Mom, I don't want to get in trouble. I would love to. Can we do that after class kind of thing? And she's like, really, dude? I'm literally giving you a reason to skip class and you can come hang out with your mother. Like, you literally have my permission, but you're such a stickler for the rules, you want to stay in class? I thought that was hilarious. Really funny stuff. And it's really cool seeing Claire still figuring out what this world is about her. So she hangs out with a couple of her sisters at the bakery. It's souffle day. And as they are preparing the souffles and they're about to eat them, you see a bunch of bugs start to come out of the souffle. And Claire's like, that seems familiar to something that happened to me before. Maybe I should investigate what's going on a little better. Maybe I should figure out who this crazy lady was that showed up to my bookstore and what that relates to me. So she goes to the address in the Adventureman book, right? She's going to go investigate and check it out. And it's this huge sweeping mansion, this beautiful building. And she's the only person that could see it because she's asking around all these people who are just walking about in front of it. It's like a rundown building. They don't see what she's seeing. And I think that's pretty cool because she hasn't seen it before. Like, she's been in this place before, but she's never seen this mansion. So I like that's just kind of this thing that's sparked up in her that now she's suddenly able to see it. She recalls some of the books on how to get inside. She's pulled inside by one of the phantom ladies, which is really cool to see. And she is instantly attacked by these weird robot things, which I thought was really intriguing and really cool. Like, I said it in the last issue, and I'll say it here again. The Dotson's art style works so well for this story because it's got this energetic, pulpy feel to it. It looks very interesting, very over the top and outlandish, but somehow subdued and interesting. The robot designs are great, the faces are great. There's this youthful energy about it while still feeling like a timeless book, and it looks fantastic, and I'm loving the way it's going. And I like the way she's remembering events that happened in the Adventureman book in order to figure out how she is supposed to navigate around this mansion. She has to remember the phrase to use the elevator. She had to recall how to get in the building with the passcode and stuff. That stuff was really fascinating and intriguing. And the way she takes down these robots that are attacking her, I thought that was really cool too, because she just straight up uses her hearing devices, which is really cool because she figures they are using echolocation to find her, so if she can tamper with the way they're working about, she can stop them from finding her. I thought that stuff was really intriguing. And we kind of see just a glimpse that Baron Bazaar is still alive and that maybe he has one of the ladies captured. Is her name Thana Phantom or something? She looks great. I think that's going to be really intriguing. How is this going to play up? Are we going to have to rebuild the Adventureman team, and how's that going to look? I'm pretty sure Claire is going to be our Adventureman lead character if we have to rebuild the team, and maybe her sisters are going to be different fill-ins for different characters that were on that team, and I'm very curious to see how her son's going to play into this because it's very interesting stuff. It's a fun book. This one kind of breezed by a little more than the first issue. I think that was because there's a lot of fight scenes in here, but it worked really well when you just get the technology side and the inner dialogue of Claire, because I think she's a very compelling lead. I just love how she's kind of not really obsessed with this, but she's so intrigued that it's going to consume her unless she goes to figure it out and see what's it about, and I thought that was really cool. And Matt Fraction's writing works really well here, so I thought that was really cool. And we see there's the big supper again. We had a big supper in the first issue with all the sisters and the family and the patriarchy there, and you just see that the grandfather type figure is talking to Tommy like, you know, one thing your grandma asked before she passes, everyone who's at the table kind of talks and is about it and doesn't just get mopey and miserable in silence. So why don't you tell me what's going on here and where your mother is? And we just end the issue with Claire bursting through the room. Her jacket's torn up, her clothes are torn up, she just had a big fight, and she's like, yeah, I made it. What's going on, guys? What'd I miss? And that was really cool to see. It's not like a over-the-top issue. Everything's pretty laid out and simple. You see the story. She's going to investigate the headquarters. She's reading this new book. We're figuring that stuff out. But her relationship with her son is something I find very compelling, and I'm very intrigued to see what that's going to be like going forward. And I think it's just a really, really engaging book. And it's definitely new reader friendly. If you guys want to read this kind of pseudo Doc Savage, Gina the Jungle Girl, Buck Rogers, Flash Gordon style book in this timely fashion that's just different from everything we've seen before it, this is the book you should read. I think it's got that pulpy, everlasting feel that a lot of people can get behind and enjoy, while still being modern to the point where new readers can enjoy it. So, Adventureman #2, well worth the read. I highly recommend checking it out. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below if you enjoyed this book or not. You can catch me on Instagram, Patreon, Twitter, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.